Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday, everybody. Here at Crypto Nation, I'm back. I I never left, and I ain't going nowhere. I'm still here. But anyways, let's take a look at Bitcoin right quick. We got Bitcoin at 111,000. Ethereum's at 3,900. Okay, let's see where we got Fear and Greed. Hold, let's check out the Fear and Greed. All right. Fear and Greed is at 34, 34 Fear and Greed. And we got the total market cap for crypto. The total market cap is at 3.74 trillion. So man, it's going to be a matter of time. We'll get back over that 4 trillion, but things is looking good. We're definitely not in the bear market. Just like I said, we're not in the bear market. We are definitely um in that phase where right before Bitcoin goes, parabolic. Like I said, the experts already said 180 to 200K Bitcoin we can have in about sometime in 2026. All right, there's all the top dogs. Anyways, before we get started, for the main event, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button for post notifications. It helps the channel. But anyways, let's get right on to it. See what is going on right here with Sora XR, man. This is by far one of the most controversial altcoins tokens that's out there. A lot of mystery, what's going on. Um, this is one of those plays where it just leaves you scratching your head. It just leaves you scratching your head. You talk about a coin that was at over $900 a coin back in 2021, and then it dips all the way down to 21 zeros. But a few days ago, it kind of went on a parabolic run. Went from 20 zeros all the way back up to like no, it went from 21 zeros back to 20, then it dipped again. It kind of came back down crashing, but I was pumping again. It looked like it's at 2180 right now. So when I look at XOR, the fundamentals right now, they're still working on V3. So I don't think the tokenomics is deflationary yet. I think it's still inflationary. So looking at DEX tools, that let me see here, people is definitely buying in, but more like you could tell this is retail. There's no whales coming in right now, but I'm assuming once when V3 is set up, once they start getting stuff together, I think they're still trying to close deals behind the scenes with their global CBDCs. Yeah, with the Sora network, they were trying to close something with Israel. Um, I think putting I'm not sure if they're doing a digital currency or whatever, but it's something they were trying to do some type of business with Israel or something like that. But I'm gonna try to keep you guys updated on that. In the past I talked about Hyperledger. They're using this Hyperledger technology that's like super fast, secure. That's like a pretty new technology they're using called Hyperledger. And XR Sora is one of the only few projects that's using that technology of Hyperledger. So I think I did a video on that about was it a month ago? Not too long ago, I did a video about Hyperledger. If you didn't see it, definitely go check out that video somewhere around one of my Sora videos. But yeah, I'll probably do maybe in case that people miss it. When I get a chance, I'll probably even drop another video about talking about Hyperledger and how this technology, how the technology is a game changer. But yeah, but anyways, so the $1 million question, like, what is their? We know what their long term goal is. They're one of the first. They're doing a global monetary system, on chain and or whatever. And right now the market cap is just 17,000. Liquidity $822 in liquidity. Um, but the $1 million question, like I said, are they gonna? I'm just thinking, are they gonna do a migration or are they gonna burn quadrillions and quadrillions and centillions of tokens? That's just what I'm trying to get my head around. Like what exactly they're going to be doing. I understand a lot of people just calling it a big scam, but I still believe this is a real project that they're just working on things behind the scenes with V3. Um, Let me see here. Okay, this was back in September. Okay, back in September they were in Israel. Interoperability will make or break CBDCs. This Sora V3 hub chain was built precisely for this. A politically neutral Ahara native interoperability layer that links Hyperledger, the IHORA, to private networks with public networks without compromising sovereignty or policy. So this is their goal, what they're trying to do. Uh, yeah, with the through central banks, like I said, they already got Cambodia, they got what's that, Solomon Islands. So one thing is they're secretive. They only post on X whenever there's whenever there's like a big they only post on X whenever they have a big development. But anyways, they laid out their roadmap. I think about what was it, 6 to 8 months ago. It's their goal, Hyperledger, Iroha, community called Release Candidate 2.0. Okay, so we're gonna see this whole Hyperledger thing. How this is gonna be a game changer. And I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to dig deep when I get a chance how this relates to the other DeFi projects. But what these guys are doing, they're definitely doing something that no other project is doing. They're literally kind of in their own lane as far as the central bank CBDCs. As far as the Sora network, they're working, behind the scenes, with Sora network. But as for the native token XOR, obviously, I guess that'll come into place over time. As you can see here on Dex Tools, definitely got a lot of buys, but like I said, it's just small buys. People are doing. I just picked up another $50 worth earlier today. Yeah, I picked up another $50 worth. The token. One thing I'll say, the tokenomics is insane. Definitely insane. What a pretty controversial project right now. A lot of mixed reactions. Even me, man, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. Like what they're going to be doing. But I'm still locked and loaded. Nonetheless, I'm definitely locked and loaded with XR. With definitely Sora knots. This is going to be this is going to be one of those projects for the ages. If this thing can turn around, if they start burning, like I said, I'm not sure if they're going to do a migration or they're just going to burn centillions and quadrillions of tokens. That's just what I'm not sure about. But as of right now, man, at 21 zeros, I'm like, hey, I don't mind throwing 40, $50 in there and get quadrillions and centillions of coins, see what happens. But we definitely need to lose about between 8 to 10 zeros, to get liquidity back, and we definitely need to lose that 8 to 10 zeros. But as we see, we don't. If you look, that's why I love Dex tools. As you can see, there is really no whales in this project as of right now. But I'm assuming once when V3 gets kicked off, they finish it, and things get turned around, thinking whales are going to start diving into this, and that's going to bring liquidity as whales come in. Liquidity is going to get pumped into this, and then that's going to send the price up over time. But like I said, this is definitely not an overnight thing. By the way, guys, hey, none of this is financial advice. I'm not telling you guys to buy XOR Sora. I'm definitely not telling you guys to buy this. Buy it at your own risk. Very risky play, very controversial. Definitely do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. I'm here merely for entertainment purposes only. Definitely, I'm just a crypto entertainer, and that's all I am. All right. So yeah, I just want to lay that out there. Anybody think that I'm forcing or telling people to buy this, and I'm definitely not. I can tell you what I'm doing, but definitely you got to make your own decision. Like I said, just here, basically, for entertainment purposes only, and none of this is financial advice. But anyways, that's that. But anyway, so XOR Sora, yeah, we're gonna see what happens. Like I said, it did a big pump the other day. I have a feeling it's going to do a major pump. At any given time, this coin is going to do a big pump. And I notice sometimes when Bitcoin goes down, for some odd, strange reason, this coin pumps. But anyways, we're gonna see what happens. Like I said, I bought $50 earlier today, and it gave me this crazy number. I can't even read, just long number. I'm like, wow. And by the way, coin market cap is false for XR. It's definitely not like 9 zeros. I don't know what's up with coin market cap, man, because I think what happened, they did another repackaging. So it shows that this coin did like a million, it pumped over 1 million% or something like that. But it's false. They did a repackaging. It did not pump like that. CoinMarketCap is definitely off. That is not the right price that you guys see on CoinMarketCap. It's the correct prices on CoinGecko. All right, CoinGecko and Dex Tools. That's why I watch Dex Tools and CoinGecko. You're getting the real price. Okay, CoinGecko is showing 2171, 21071, but Dex Tools is showing 21085. I think Dex Tools is more accurate. I think there could be a lag on even on CoinGecko. But anyways, guys, that is that. Let's go XOR. Uh, Definitely stay locked and loaded. And this, like I said, this is one of those cryptos you buy, just forget about it. This is definitely going to be something. We're going to see what happens with this in 2026 and where this is headed. But like I said, the fact that this thing is at 21 zeros, most of the time in crypto, something like that kind of doesn't exist. It almost is just like when you look at XOR, it really, in crypto, it breaks the rules. It kind of breaks the rules. You know what I mean? Like how you'll very rarely see a token that's at 21 zeros. Even some meme coin. Most of the time you see a meme coin like that, you'll look at, okay, that's a rug pull. It's a fake scammy project, but it definitely defies the rules. When it comes to tokenomics and all that. But hey, but like I said, um, definitely do your research and just take it. A coin like this, you just got to take it for what it is. One thing it is, one thing about it is utility. You know, it's utility, so it's not like it's like I said, if this was a meme coin, it would have already rug pulled long time ago. If it was a meme coin, but like I said, it kind of breaks the rules, but it's not. It's a utility, and I still believe that they have a plan for this project. They definitely have a plan, but I think over time they're going to get it together with the tokenomics. Obviously, I can agree and admit, yeah, the tokenomics is insane right now. You can buy like $5 worth, and you're going to get this long number. That'll get you like quadrillions of coins for like $5, which is crazy. And I picked up another $50 worth earlier. Let's see that, what happens with that over the next week or so. Who knows, man? Like I said, when this coin pumps, man, eventually once the liquidity starts to get in there, this thing is gonna pump, real hard. But like I said, I'm just gonna me personally, man, I'm just gonna sit back and just watch this, see what happens, and just stay locked and loaded. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Don't forget, anybody like to join the private Patreon community, the link will be at the bottom left. Come join the private community. We got more like-minded people over there. We're over there making money in crypto. XOR, this is just one of the few coins that we hold, but I cover other tokens as well, from utility to memes. Get full assets, only $15. We got our 24/7 chat group going on over there. Yeah, definitely come sign up for Patreon, man. Definitely don't miss out. We got it going on over there. And yeah, the link will be at the bottom left for the private Patreon community. Like I said, it's only $15. Hey, you're not going to get a better deal than that on crypto, YouTube, or anywhere else. Everybody else is charging 50 to $100. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And that is my update on Sora XOR. Peace.